Australia now is banning under 16s from using YouTube, you know?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Australia is they're sleepwalking right into socialism, those guys. It's scary what's happening there.
But you don't agree with that?
No, I don't agree with it. I see what they're framing it as.
Yeah.
I just don't believe it. I just think this is pure control over, because you're not going to stop people from surfing the internet, and I just don't believe in the censorship of information. I think it's another way to mollycoddle.
Right.
I believe that people have got to make their own mistakes, and the world is full of if you don't know how to navigate through that, we're not helping you by censoring it. And then later on, you're going to be dependent on if you're not censored by somebody.
Yeah.
How do you cope? No, I'm sorry. The world's full of shit sometimes. And you got to know where to step and how to deal with it. And sometimes you'll get conned.
Sure.
Sometimes you're going to see bad things. Sometimes you're going to see good things. And it's up to you to use this coconut to decide what is what.
Right.
So what I don't like is this very woke control over everything.
Right.
They'll frame it in another way, like they framed all the rules of COVID, but we know that was a big mistake looking back.
That's bullshit.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit, and I just think that, no. Freedom is freedom, and you don't get to choose your brand of freedom.
Nice. But do you consider YouTube as social media?
I guess so, but you don't have the same sort of interaction. Yeah,
in the comment section.
The comment section's
there's interaction
that's
there.
Toxic. That's like a cesspool.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't get much worse in the YouTube comment section, right?
Because I'm kind of on their side.
I mean, 16 is
16.
Yeah, I mean, like, your daughter is fine.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
But at 16,
That's the demographic that is consuming YouTube.
yeah,
Right.
Absolutely.
Well, so I'm a big believer in the work of Professor Jonathan Haidt.
I love him. I love him.
Yeah, so
I
The
love
Coddling
his-
of the American
yeah.
Mind, that was an amazing book.
Yes.
I always reference it when I do the video essays for PGMN. And then his new book, The Anxious Generation, kind of details where the missteps of what's happening to Gen Z and what the missteps were. So that Gen Alpha and now Gen Beta won't fall into the same traps. And one of the things that he is a very staunch no smartphones until 12, I think, middle school.
I agree with that.
Fair.
No smartphones until
agree
then.
with
No social media until 16. Because like the rates of depression and suicide, especially for teenage girls, just like have hockey sticks.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've watched his Rogan
it's
podcast. It's
insane.
Not to mention online bullying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bullying before we all had phones. In our time, like bullying would just happen in school.
Physical.
When you went out to when you left school,
Yep.
hey, guess what?
Yeah.
You had your friend. You had a separate set of friends in your neighborhood.
Yep.
Probably weren't going to be bullied there.
Yep.
You know, you had your own friend group. You had your own activities or whatever. But now, because of Instagram is the worst.
Yeah.
Especially for teenage girls. The bullying doesn't quit. Like it's on 24/7, 365.
Yeah.
Like they're on there and they're just it's constant. The way girls and boys deal with bullying is very, very different.
Very different.
Very different, right? If we're gonna if I'm a teenager and there's a bully,
It's physical.
we'll probably just
It's physical.
We'll probably just fight and that's that.
Yep.
But the way girls in general, women in general,
it's
do it.
reputational.
It's reputation destruction. That's the and
Because they don't have that physical bias.
social media is very effeminate. It's very effeminate in the way that people do bullying on social media is reputation destruction. Whether that's on X, whether that's on Facebook, whether that's how the mob comes for you, right?
It's fear of public humiliation,
Correct.
reputation destruction, exactly.
100%. So, and if you're a teenager who does not know how to navigate the world, you're in trouble. That's not good.
Yeah. Popularity
So-
is currency.
Correct. So I'm a big fan of that. At least at 16.
I
like
support.
that.
I believe what you're saying. I support what you're saying. Where I disagree or where I push back is I just don't think it's the government's role, especially the Australian government.
Yes.
Because of their track record, etc. It's like the climate.
Yeah.
I'm not denying that there are things we're doing to the climate. I just completely don't buy into the solutions that these grifters are presenting. They're grifters.
Right.
They're just completely... Doesn't mean to say that we're not doing some things that are wrong, but for them to say, no, we are the be-all and end-all.
Right.
You pay us a tax and we'll fix it. No. Two different things.
Yeah.
So I do support the work of Jonathan Haidt. I love that how he frames it. And I do believe it's a genuine problem.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's the government's role because I think the government will always switch it with another propaganda.
Sure.
So they'll say, okay, we'll take it away for your safety, but we're going to flood you with our own propaganda, which is just twice as bad.
Right.
So, and then you also can't have it. It's like when you say, you don't want to be on social media. I wish there was no social media already, but it has to be the same for everybody.
Yeah.
Because otherwise your kid is a leper as well.
Right.
So you have to kind of balance it out where they're
his
not the only
advice
ones.
is like, talk it amongst the parents have to talk it amongst themselves that, okay, let's all agree that we're not gonna do this to our kids. So there's a level of responsibility on the parents din talaga. Also on the schools, that the schools have to be phone free. And a lot of schools now, especially in the US, they're starting to have amazing results for phone-free schools. They'll lock the schools in like they'll lock the schools in like they'll lock the phones in like yonder bags or in and then they check it into a locker and then when they exit school, like, so engagement has gone up, like test scores have gone up, like everything has gone up, like it's a net positive.
That's good. That's
and
very
it's
good.
amazing. So I'm starting to see it now with my kids because when I go pick up my eldest at school and I see kids, the high school kids, they're all on their phones, nobody's talking, like it's like, oh no, like this is not good. Like
I wish also we could have a social media free. So when I say I don't agree with it, maybe I wasn't so clear about it. I would love a world where we didn't have social media, especially for kids.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess came at it from I just don't like the government taking that role.
Yeah.
But yes, I think we would all be so much happier because you talk about comparison is the thief of joy. This is on steroids.
I
mean,
exactly
not even
what I thought
steroids.
of.
It's nuclear level.
And it's growing.
Yeah, because it's like you've never
fed.
you were comparing yourself to the Jonases.
Yeah.
Right.
Next door, in front, and there.
Yeah.
4 people.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit in your local community, not freaking 10,000.
Right.
Like, what do kids have friends now? 5,000, 10,000 friends? That's what they have on Facebook now. And they're comparing them to the best versions of all those people.
Yeah.
It's not even it's their highlight reels.
Right.
It's no matter how many
fake.
times you hear it and you know it, you still get affected by it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because we're human,
For sure.
This is a great campaign that Legendaddy should look into more, but I agree with both of you guys. This is something that we'd like to push, as a community, a Legendaddy community.
For sure.
So let's study
So
up
how do you see
more.
how do you see it like playing out? I mean, I see the trajectory going towards private groups a bit more now. Do you feel that now?
What do you mean by private groups?
Well, people are sharing less now on social than they're going into Vibers and
WhatsApp. Yeah.
and stuff. Like little smaller bubbles,
Right.
Because they just feel like it's the era of sharing everything on Facebook and then having all the haters. So I think we're naturally trending towards managing it in smaller groups.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I'd quit social media if
Me
it
too,
wasn't for the Legendaddy group.
Yeah.
Heartbeat.
Same.
I'd leave Facebook.
If it wasn't
already.
because my
Same.
career, so much depended on
Same.
it.
1,000%.
But I feel so responsible for all of you that I can't give it up.
As long as you have a purpose.
Yes, it gives me gives me purpose.
There could be, you could still do like a Viber group or something like that where it's, I think Legendaddy group's safe naman like that. Because it's not the destructive type of social media.
Right.
What gets me talaga is it's the comparison thing. It's a very extractive platform.
Sure.
Because you can't, it requires, for it to work, it requires you to just always be there.
Right.
And you're scrolling and you're adding and you're a slave to this thing because the algorithm is telling you what to do.
Right.
And it's basically programming us. It's like, you want to survive on this is what you do.
Yeah.
And then they penalize you. Oh, that wasn't popular enough. Stop doing that. Show more skin. You know?
Yeah.
Like those trained monkeys, you know?
Yes.
Right.
What do you want now? Huh?
Right.
What do I need to do? Right?
I can't unsee that. But continue. You're lower than a pedophile right now, bro. Raise the value.
Maybe that girl was onto something. But yeah.